102.7 Kiss FM. So let's get into Ryan's Roses. Ryan, Sissany, and Tanya. It's Monica and Winnetka. She says, I walked into the bathroom while my husband was in the shower and found him doing this to his body.
What?
Why would he do that?
What was he doing?
If not for another woman. Hold on for a second. Ruby.
Yes.
I just saw you take a big gulp of Health Aid kombucha back there.
Oh, yes.
What flavor are you having?
This is the ginger lemon.
Ugh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's great in the morning. It's great in the evening. But it's also great before we make a big call like this on the air.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? It settles you,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yep.
Settles your stomach, settles your nerves.
Get your
Yes.
gut ready.
It's get you good gut, the probiotics. Hell, anybody else need a swig before we get into
Might as well pass it over here.
this dramatic phone call? All right. Monica,
Hello.
we're ready to tackle this. And hi.
All right. Hi.
So tell Sissany and Tanya what you saw your husband doing in the shower.
Yeah. So I needed something that was in the bathroom. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest with you. I knew that he was in the shower. I could hear it, but we're married, so who cares? And I knocked. I went in, and I was really stunned to see him standing in the shower shaving himself.
Why is that so alarming?
Well, I mean, it was his whole body, and it's his chest, his stomach, his everything. And it's weird to me because he's never done anything like that before. And we have not been intimate in a long time. It's been pretty infrequent since the kids, to be honest. I don't actually remember the last time, and I do take my share of responsibility for that. But I just can't think of a reason why a man would shave his entire body unless he's met someone new and she likes it. That's why it's alarming to me.
Exactly. He's never polished it up like that, and now she's wondering who's inspiring this maintenance. So, how long you been married to him?
13 years.
Okay. Hold on one second, Monica. You get it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of random.
So let's see what we can find out. Stay where you are. It's 102.7 Kiss FM. Good timing if you just got here. We are in the middle of Ryan's Roses on Kiss FM. Monica walks in on her husband in the shower, and he shaved his whole body. Why? She's never done it before. She thinks it's because he's doing it for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Monica, just thinking this through.
I have one question for Monica. Monica?
Yeah.
So that day that you saw him shaving his whole body, where were you two that night? Were you together that night? Did he say he had to be out late that night?
That night. We were together that night.
Okay.
There wasn't a special occasion. And I did ask him, I said, what are you doing? And he said that he wanted to try something new.
Okay.
And I said, okay, why? And he said he didn't know, just because. And then we were together. It's not like we tried anything new, or anything.
Mm-hmm. And Monica, just why do you think, what's going on that makes you think just because he shaved himself all over that he's cheating? You don't feel comfortable or confident?
Well, he doesn't go to the gym. He's not a swimmer. He works in a shipping company warehouse. This doesn't seem normal to me. And I can't come up with any other reason because it's just really out of character for him.
All right, let's get into it. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call.
All right, we're going to do it now. Be very quiet. Let Sissany try and find out who's top of mind, what he's thinking about, who he might send the flowers to, and then we'll bring you in once we tell him he's on the air. Okay, Monica?
Okay.
All right, Monica and Winnetka. Hang tight. Here we go. Good luck.
Hi, is this Jason?
Yeah, it is.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm calling from Vava Bloom. How are you doing this morning?
What?
We're a flower business that delivers all over Los Angeles and offering a promotion today of a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like.
So let me get this straight. So I don't understand. So what do I give you a name and address? And
Yeah, we could send them to any.
Roses, and what do you get out of it? I don't understand.
It's a free dozen red roses that you get to send to anybody that you'd like. I would just need the name of the person. We can put a note. I'm trying to promote my business, and all I ask is that if you're pleased with our arrangements, you come back as a customer one day. We can start with the name of the person.
So there's no. You know what? Okay.
I don't need cash. I don't need credit card info. Or I don't need any info from you.
Really?
None of
What
that.
do you need?
We can start with the name of the person and the note, and then we can figure out delivery.
I tell you what. I tell you what. So send them to Boulevard.
Okay, hang on one second.
Can you do that?
Let's do the address a little bit later because it's the bottom part of my computer. Why don't we start with the note of the person you want to send them to? Who are they going to?
I'd rather not put the name on there, to be honest.
Okay. Can I ask why?
Well, yeah. I just, can't you just maybe just? I tell you what. What time would they come about?
We can have them delivered by lunchtime today. Would that work?
Oh, that's literally perfect. I'll meet you out front. I'll meet you out front.
Well, we can get this note going because we have like really nice cards that they get printed on. So what would you like to say on the note?
No, it's fine. Look, listen to me. I'll be in a silver SRV just right out front, and I can just take them from you.
The whole point of it is to promote our delivery service. That would be really beneficial.
Yeah, just so why don't you just drop them off to me? I mean, or you'll be in a van. Look, I'm
I cannot. Jason, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I've got your wife Monica on the line. Why are you shaving, Jason? Why are you? Your voice is being broadcast here. Your wife is on the line. Why are you shaving your body entirely? It's something you've never done before, and it's curious.
What the hell? How would you even know that? Who told you that?
Your wife told me.
What is this?
Your wife told me that you've been shaving your body for the first time, and that's not normally what you do. And we're curious, all of us, to know why you're doing that.
That's none of your business, man. Like,
well, I'm not asking because I want to know, but your wife would like to know, and she's asked me to ask you. And who lives at the address that you just gave us?
Is she? That's
Jason?
That's confident.
Jason,
is that your address, Monica?
Who lives there?
Honey,
no,
is
it's
that
not
you,
our
honey?
address.
Oh.
Jason, I can Google the address. I can find out how I can drive over there.
So let's find out that address. That's not your address.
That I shave? Why would you tell the radio that I'm shaving?
It doesn't matter. Who
are you
there?
sending the roses to?
Listen, it's complicated, okay?
Complicated?
Well, okay, let's uncomplicate. Let's deconstruct this, Jason. You're married to Monica. Did you send the roses to Monica?
I don't care about you, honey.
No.
Honey.
Just did you? Okay, yes,
Honey.
yes.
No, fine. I'm going over there right now. You'll be there at noon. I'll be there by 8:30.
No, wait.
Bye,
Wait.
Jason.
Wait.
Jason, did you send the roses to Monica? The answer is no. So who'd you just send them to?
Dude, you, man. You just screwed everything up, man.
I did?
Oh, those are your actions,
dude.
Jason. You screwed everything up.
Hello?
He's gone.
I'm guessing he's not going to be a fan.
I'm guessing that he's a cheater.
Well, I mean, you don't react like that unless you're covering something up, huh?
No. Mm-mm.
I think we got it, but he used some unsavory language there this morning.
Saucy.
All right. Try to keep that from Aaron. Well, there you have Ryan's Roses. Yeah, he's not coming to the holiday party of ours, probably.
Probably not.
Definitely not.
We just had a Ryan's Roses call. So here's the short. Monica reached out. She's like, okay, you won't believe this. My husband of years I caught him shaving his whole body in the shower. Weird. I think it's for another woman. We get him on the line. He's not happy he's on the line. He sends the flowers to a sketchy address, not their address, not his wife's address. I asked him who he's sending them to, what's the address all about, why are you shaving yourself, and he told me I suck. So that's kind of it. And then he hung up, or she hung up, he hung up.
Right.
Turns out he's definitely sending the roses to somebody else. And based on his intense reaction to my questioning, he's cheating.
I think so.
For
too.
sure.
Based on that.
And his anger.
Major anger.
It was kind of scary, wasn't it?
Totally scary.
Like if you were me, you wouldn't want to be me.
No.
Camila, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm better than she is. I just want to say, like, anytime a guy is making changes like that, and y'all have been together for a long time, you know something is up. Like,
However, I don't know. Like, I could see myself like getting a better body and then wanting to put oil on it and stuff. And you know
but
what
you're
I mean?
hot. Like, you're naturally hot. This guy,
excuse
they've been married.
me.
They
Wow,
have
what's this
kids.
thing on? Oh.
Don't laugh, back
You
room.
know what?
It's there like rolling in laughter.
Camila, after he got chewed out by the husband, and this is exactly what he needs to hear.
Listen, that man does not need his ego stroked. He knows he's hot. Okay. I feel like if you're cutting your hair, you're going through major changes like that. Also, if you've been together more than like even 4 years and your man is manscaping suddenly, that's questionable. Like, why is he shaving his balls?
Well, Camila, I'm choking on my turmeric ginger.
I'm going to that woman's house. I'll drive with her if she wants. I'll give her a ride.
Oh, my God.
Well, thank you
I'm
for
up
being
for an
a
adventure.
passionate, loyal member of this show. I appreciate
Yes.
your feedback on all accounts here this morning. And you take good care in Highland Park.
You're welcome back anytime.
Who's in charge of that? Because that's good again. That whole Ryan's Roses and then not getting that body part out there. Good job. You deserve a gold. That's the gold star later.
John Parra,
That's
baby.
John
John
Parra
Parra.
with the dump button.
John Parr, stand up.
Yeah, there he is. He's standing up. Yeah.
Put on your mic. Turn your microphone on. Pull it over there. Here it comes.
I'm here.
So it's kind of boring watching this every day until words like that come out, right?
Right? But I was ready for it.
He's always ready for it.
So explain to me
Finger on the
how it
pulse.
works.
Well, we're on a delay, so we hear everything in the studio first before the listener hears it. Mm-hmm. And there's a dump button right here.
A dump button?
Like a beep, beep, beep.
No,
Yeah.
there's a dump button here, and we press it, and it ticks out whatever the caller says that shouldn't air.
And then how does that work with the delay? Do we lose delay time for every second we dump?
We do, yeah. Tubbs would know more about that, though.
But
Oh,
who? Tubbs.
Tubbs.
Come on, this is fascinating, Tubbs. So we heard a body part there, and in Ryan's Roses, we heard a couple bombs, F-bombs, and some other things. So how many seconds do we get to dump before we have no more to dump?
We have up to 24 seconds
Wow.
for each button press. It takes, I believe, 5 seconds.
Yeah,
out.
4 or 5.
So we're pretty much walking on thin ice right now after
Oh, yeah.
all the dumps this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a few minutes to build that time back.
Oh,
up.
you recalibrate the dump.
No, it's just when you hit it, 5 seconds gone, it's going to take another few minutes, and it's going to add a second or so of delay time.
Is this confusing to anyone?
No, I totally get it.
You do?
Yeah, I used to be a board operator for years before
But
I
you didn't
got
have
on the
that
air.
much. You didn't have all
Dumping.
that kind of dump stuff to deal with.
I did
like
dump
board
from here
ops.
and there. Live remotes, things like that.
Okay. We're getting into the weeds. I got to take a break. That's Ryan's Roses. That's what happens. Thank you, Camila. Thank you, Dumps. 102.7 Kiss FM. All right, it's time for Ryan's Roses. This is it right now. Dear Ryan and Sissany and Tanya, I found a list of phone numbers in the Notes app of my husband's phone, so I checked his log, and one of them he calls almost every single day. So this is from Rosemary in Riverside. Rosemary, thank you for coming on for Ryan's Roses. You know our goal here is to try and find out if there's another woman, if he's reaching out to somebody he shouldn't be. I mean, that's kind of what we're going to do, but just a little background. So we're clear on the facts. You went into his phone, and what did you find?
Well, I wasn't snooping, I swear. I mean, I just knew, like, he had our Hilton Honors number in his Notes app, and I needed that, and his phone was in the garage. He was dealing with trash, and I was just scrolling, like I was trying to get that number, and I saw this shows I want to watch. Like he had these notes. And so like I'm up in the middle of the night most nights with our baby, and I feel like I've watched everything. So I was like, oh, I'll check this list. But the list wasn't shows. It was 4 numbers, 4 phone numbers, and it's weird. And I'm like, what is this? I check his call log. One of these numbers gets called a lot, like almost every day. And they talk for a long time. And it seems so strange to me. I don't know.
I understand, but why? Are there other voids in your relationship? Do you have other doubts? Are there other things happening that bring you to this notion?
He's just never home anymore. He's been hanging out with his friend Chris a lot lately. That's new. And now I'm just questioning, like, whether or not that's real. Like, they go to this bar a few times a week. It started a few months ago, but, like, we have a new baby, right? And I know that that's a lot for him. So I've just been trying to give him his freedom a little bit. And
think about that, a bar a few times a week. That's a lot.
Well, and it's a lot for you, too. A new baby is a lot for you, too.
And so, that for him not to have the intuition or the thoughtfulness to be around for this, forget the cheating. That's just not nice.
Yeah.
You know?
I just don't know what this number is and who this is.
All right.
And I called it, and no one answers. It's just a voicemail. So I don't know what, I don't know. Like, I don't like having a baby. Like, this is our second. So we've been down this road before. And I remember when our daughter was born, she's 3 now. He had like this period of like, whoa, kind of, but we've been parents for 3 years. So it's not, but our son, he just doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep, and he's a lot. So I'm just trying to give him a break. I don't know, but it's just the whole thing.
I got what I need. We're going to get organized, and we'll come back and make the call to your husband. Ryan's Roses. So Sisney's out today sick. Michaela is going to fill in for her on Ryan's Roses, and Michaela from the back room, she's done it before, so she's got this down. Rosemary is married, and they have a second baby. And he's just he's not there. He's not hanging around to help. He's going out to meet his buddy Chris at a bar, or is he? And she found a phone number that he keeps calling. She saw the call log. She saw the notes in his phone, and there's a phone number. She doesn't know who's on the other end. She tried it, but she can't get anybody to pick up. There's a voicemail there. So here's what she's thinking. Why are you not here? We have a second child to help support me and us. Why are you at a bar with a guy named Chris? Are you lying about that? And why are you calling this phone number all the time? It seems sketch. So that's where we are. Rosemary, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission, and then to call your husband. Go ahead. His name.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call.
We're going to do it right now. Be very, very quiet. All right? Till we see who he sends these roses to. I know you don't know whose phone number that is. But we might get a name here, and that might be the phone number. I don't know. So that's why we got to be very quiet. I do too. I can't. I have to be quiet as well. Try and get as much information as we can. Michaela's going to make the call. Good luck, Rosemary. Here we go. Calling your husband now. Ryan's Roses.
Hello?
Hi, is this Nolan?
Yes.
Hi, Nolan. This is Jen calling from Blooming Flowers here on Magnolia Ave in Riverside. We're offering a free dozen roses for you today. Is there anyone you'd like to send them to?
How did you get this number?
We get them from an online database. You probably made a purchase within the last 12 to 18 months. But yeah, we just wanted to know. I'm sorry?
Can I get removed from this online database?
I really don't know anything about that, but we have beautiful flowers for you to send to somebody. So is there anyone you want to send them to? They're completely free.
What's the catch? Seriously?
No, there's none. Truly, it's totally free. No cash, no credit card, nothing. And we can have them delivered by noon today.
Okay, well, I guess if I don't have to give my credit card, you can't charge me, right?
No.
So, and you won't charge the person you're delivering them to either, right?
Nope, they are completely free.
Okay. Hey, let's send them to my wife, please, Rosemary.
Okay, great. What would you like me to put on the note?
I love you more with each passing day.
All right. Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you.
Nolan, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I've got your wife here, Rosemary. Rosemary, would you like to say hi?
Hi. Hello.
And we're calling. I'm curious. You have a second baby, Nolan? Is that true? Second child?
Yeah, we recently had another baby.
And how is it going, the two of you together helping with the baby?
It's okay. I try my best. It's pretty stressful, to be honest. And I was probably not having like the best behavior in dealing with all this stuff. I have work, I have the babies, I have my wife, and I needed to do some things that I'm not like too comfortable with, and so I recently had to deal with that problem. It's kind of a personal thing, but
I understand. Rosemary, do you want to respond to what Nolan's saying? Because the reason we're calling is because she feels a void in you not being there. And frankly, Nolan, she's concerned that you might be with another woman.
Oh, no.
Well, are you actually hanging out with Chris at the bar when you keep going out to the bar?
No, I'm not. I don't. This is hard.
Who are you?
So Nolan, I hear you saying you're not with Chris. You're dealing with a personal issue, and you deal with that. And you don't need to put that on the air. We understand, but I think Rosemary should talk to Nolan off the air. And Nolan, you're not seeing another woman, correct? This is something you're dealing with something on your own, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not cheating. Correct. Yes.
All right. Then Rosemary, I can hear the sound in his voice. I do believe that maybe he's struggling with something. Now, why don't we take you both off the air so that he can express genuinely and honestly what's going on, so that you guys can start to get back to where you need to be for your own family. And I think that we will do that now. I'm going to put you both on hold. So I don't think he's cheating. I think he's struggling, but he needs to communicate to his wife about the struggle because he needs to be there for his family, right?
Or did he know it was us?
You think that guy knew it was us?
It's not out of my mind.
I mean, Michaela, you heard his voice. I think the guy is like,
he was genuine. I think
he was genuine.
I think he was telling the truth.
Whatever he's going through, he's going through it. But he needs to go through it with his wife. Like, he needs to express it to her, communicate to her, so he can be there for the family.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Ryan's Roses. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back to Ryan's Roses. Ruby's come in this hour. Sisney's out, so we're rotating everybody from the back room, getting their own hour. And Ruby's coming in on this one. Well, I'll get a fresh take on Ryan's Roses from Ruby. So we had Rosemary and her husband, Nolan, on the line. And they have a new baby. Okay, so here's it. They have a new baby. He's disappearing a couple nights a week. He says he's going to the bar with his buddy. She doesn't believe that. She finds a phone number in his notes in his phone, and she sees that he calls this number all the time. Turns out he's dealing with an issue. He's got a personal issue. He's not going to the bar. He admitted to that. And he said that he's felt something, and he's been trying to deal with it on his own. So we believe he should have been speaking to his wife, communicating to his wife, because they're trying to raise this new kid together. They got a second child. And so disappearing doesn't do anybody any good. But he wasn't ready to talk to her about it, which now he is talking to her about it because we were on the air and they're talking. And I believed him. I believe that he was genuinely saying, I'm struggling and I know it's not right. I should be here, but I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm sorry. And let me try and make it better. And I heard that and I believed him. Tanya, you doubt that.
I just feel he knew it was us. He just answered very quickly. I
didn't think so.
I don't know.
I think we're pretty good at detecting authenticity.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear that. Ruby, you're in this hour in the back room.
Yes.
Now in the studio. What'd you hear?
I just was kind of upset. I'm like, where is he? Why isn't he like supporting his wife, especially if you guys just had a baby?
But did you believe that he's like dealing with it, however he's dealing with it?
Yeah, I believed him. Yeah.
I didn't.
He seemed genuine to me.
He seemed genuine to me. Tanya thinks he was putting up a big act.
Yeah, he knew.
Jenny St. Gabriel, go ahead. You're on with this. So many different thoughts here, so many different moving pieces. What'd you hear? Ryan's Roses.
Yeah, I mean, I feel badly for him. You know, obviously he's going through it, but I mean, isn't it harder for the woman in this situation? Like, shouldn't he be there for her, supporting her? She just had a baby. Like, I'm not saying he's cheating, but I think her needs need to come first, and something's just off about the situation.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to start today right away with a direct, transparent, honest communication. She needs to say what she's feeling and how she got to this place of being on the air with us. And he needs to come clean and tell her what he's doing or where's he going and why. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully start working on it together. I believe him. I believe her. I think this may be a breakthrough moment for them to start on the right track. And I'm hopeful of that.
Yes.
Thank you, Jenny, for listening in St. Gabriel. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's Ryan's Roses.
Oof.
Every single Monday, every single Thursday here at Kiss FM.